It is 9:48. If you're just tuning in, it is Imagine It time, and Chief Scientist Carl Nelson and I are going to have a Kool-Aid drinking contest. I don't know what's happening.
Well, actually, today at the Science Center, we're hosting the state finals of a state competition, or national competition, I should say, called You Be the Chemist. It's designed to get middle school students excited about chemistry.
Sure, yeah.
So I thought, what better way to get people excited about chemistry than something you can do at home that touches on something that's sort of basic to the whole field of chemistry, acids and bases.
All right, so everybody pay attention. This is something you can do.
You can do at home. This is really cool. A lot of foods have sort of a compound inside them that will change color based upon whether it's an acid or a base. Okay. Red cabbage is my favorite because it has a beautiful color range.
And a terrible smell.
And a terrible smell. And so, so this is cool though. What you do is you get some red cabbage. If you have a lot of time, just throw it in some water and let it sit for a while. If you don't have much time, throw it in a blender, blend it up, get a little juice out. You could even boil this. All right, and you get that lovely purple juice.
And you're straining it there.
And you want to strain it to get, some of the gunk out of the way. And what's nice about this is this will change color whether you put an acid or a base with it. So let's start with something we probably all know, vinegar.
Sure.
Tony, you've got some vinegar back here.
Okay.
Take that little pipette and just add a few drops to our first cup there.
Right, so this is sort of a litmus test?
Kind of, yeah. Litmus paper is an acid-base indicator.
Okay.
Give it a good squirt.
All right, vinegar it up.
Yeah, give it another good squirt.
Here we go.
And if you want to get really crazy, you could just throw the whole, just pour something.
There we go. It always gets a little crazy with Carl around.
Now, you can see it's kind of turning a little bit of a reddish color, okay?
Sure.
So that's going to be sort of our known thing. Acids turn red. I've got some sodium hydroxide or some lye over here.
All right.
I'm going to put this one in our last container and just a few squirts, and you can see it turns a nice, brilliant green.
That's the other end of the spectrum.
That's the other end of the spectrum. Now, back here, we got some other things you can play with. What do you want to put in?
All right, we've got what?
A lemon
juice, and
yeah, so got some lemon juice. Pre-squozen for you there. Go ahead and squirt it in.
Try a little bit. We'll
you can just
go
dump
with
it
the
in.
old Carl Nelson method.
That's the whole point here. It's about trying things. There's not a right way to do this.
Sure.
But I want you to experiment with stuff.
That's good color.
7-Up. I don't know. Acid, base.
Have you done this?
I haven't. No, I mean, that's the whole point. Let's see what happens. It may do nothing. It may not. Now, one nice thing here is
the Uncola.
is to keep one container that you never add anything to. That's your control.
Sure.
Okay. So it doesn't look like it's as acidic as the vinegar or the lemon juice, even if we dump a lot in.
Slightly, though.
A little bit. Oh, yeah, it is.
It might not be the best thing to settle a stomach.
Now, this is great. Egg yolks.
The yolks on us.
Now, I'll let you add these.
Okay.
Keep this one our constant. Dump it in there.
All right.
So if you wanted to make green eggs in ham, egg yolks are a little bit alkaline. In fact, they would be blue eggs in ham, I guess. But if you add a little of your leftover ground up cabbage juice to your eggs, you could make green eggs.
Sure, and this is best to do with perhaps disposable clear plastic cups, so you don't gunk up your ones at home.
You can even do crazy things like you can dye some coffee filters, and if it's a nice purple color there, but if we spritz it with a little bit of an alkaline, we can turn it into a green color.
Oh, that's wild.
So that goes back to your litmus paper.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a piece of paper that changes color. You don't like the green, you're tired of it, you can squirt it back with a little vinegar, and we'll turn it back to that nice orange color.
Oh, how about that? The scientific principles applied to common magic. Thanks very much. Carl Nelson, the Imagination Station. If you want to go down there, check it out. The hours are on your screen, and that is this week's Imagine It. We're going to turn it over to Dave with sports.